Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love, and you can always book your own personal private reading on my website, psychicbellalove.com. And if you are not already, make sure you are subscribed. I do put out content every single week, and I do go live most Saturdays. So we are going to be taking a look at Ariana and Dalton Gomez. I know I looked at them recently, and now the divorce rumors are everywhere, and TMZ is reporting it. Not that they're always credible, but let's just take a look because it was all over my timeline this morning. So, Spirit, please tell me what's going on between Ariana Grande and her husband, Dalton Gomez. Also, it is 110 degrees here today, so I'm trying to sit in the coldest part of my house, and the AC is blasting. So, excuse the weird angle and any background noise you may hear. I will be live on Dario De Niro's channel at some point this week. I will post about it on my Instagram stories, and you can follow me on Instagram. My link will be down below in the description box, as well as on the community post tab as well. When we do, we're just kind of trying to figure out when the weather will cooperate with us, because we've had some rolling and mini blackouts, and that always messes with things, obviously. And hopefully it's not as hot where you are as it is where I am in California. So, which you can also follow me on Threads. It's the same name as Instagram. Are you guys on Threads? Do you like it? Let me know. I signed up. Well, made one post and I haven't opened the app since. So, I was like, I keep forgetting that it even exists. I need to like move it up on my home screen or something. But let me know if y'all like it. So let's see. Okay. The last time we looked, they were actually doing fine. But Spirit's saying that there has been more fighting going on between them. You know, there's arguing with, are we going to have kids? Because it feels like he wants to hurry up and have them, whereas she's not ready. And so that has been a huge source of contention between the two of them, because it feels like, you know, he's like, well, I want to have kids next year. And her, it's like, I'm in the middle of filming all this stuff. I have all these other things going on. And he's, you know, kind of using it against her that like, oh, well, you told me when we first got together that you wanted to have kids too, and you didn't want to wait forever. And her, it's like, I didn't know I was going to be in Wicked at that point. I didn't know I was going to have all these projects on my plate, and I can't be pregnant in the middle of filming things. So that is one thing that they've been arguing about. I do feel like for a long time she ignored some of the rumors that were going on that he was possibly cheating, but there's a sense of paranoia of that, because it's coming up as the Three of Cups in reverse, but it's crossing, you know, causing pain, causing sorrow, still putting her in a position of feeling doubtful and worried about their relationship. She's extremely focused right now on her career. And so that's been just, and Spirit saying part of it, of course, is because she feels like what she's working on right now, being in the film adaptation of Wicked, is like a dream come true career opportunity for her. But also because it's like we haven't been getting along so well lately. Like, work is such a great distraction and outlet for me on top of that. And so it's not just I'm constantly only focused on work, but I'm hanging out with people that I work with. I'm going out to bars with them after filming. We're having dinner. We're going on all these excursions. And that's a good outlet. I don't have to focus on what I have going on at home. I do feel like they have tried to work on things rather than just let it all dissolve into disaster. However, honestly, if they haven't completely split up yet, I do feel like that is on the horizon. Because Spirit's saying they've both, it's like when we were in the middle of quarantine and we could only just be together, and then we had our wedding and stuff, like it was a fairy tale. It was very much like we're in our own world. But now that we both have to get back to work and real life and our real jobs, and that includes like he has to stay home to work there, she has to travel for work, it's put such a strain on them. And Spirit's saying it's just made both of them like realize like maybe what we both want out of life isn't the same thing, and maybe we're not the same people in day-to-day that we were when we were locked in the house, just the two of us. So and it does feel like both of them are blindsided, but him more than her, because I feel like she's the one that files for divorce. Spirit's talking about this is probably Scooter Braun, because it's somebody showing up in this emperor position as like a management type person that is the one that's going to push her. Just go file, stop trying to make it work. You're stressed out too much, you don't need this. And that's what gives her the push to go and do it. And I feel like maybe there was a conversation before this happens, but it was more so like he as in Dalton felt like it was more open-ended of, well, when I come back in a couple months, we'll try to work on things. Like that's the way he takes the conversation, whereas to her it's like, I didn't hear what I needed to from you, and that makes up that final decision for me to go ahead and move on. So poor girl. Also, Scooter's very known for getting involved in his artists' lives to a scary degree. So I'm not surprised that he's coming up as one of the driving forces behind this. You know who else is a manager like that? Larry Rudolph. Britney Spears' old manager. People have complained about him that he gets way too overly invested in his artists' personal lives to the point that he tries to control things and has caused a lot of breakups. So, Spirit, what else can you tell us about Ariana and Dalton? Thank you. And Spirit saying they did slightly separate for a minute and got right back together again. It was like 2 weeks. They didn't tell anybody. So that's why also, like, he thinks that, like, oh, they're going to work on things. Feels like there's been a lot of people in both of their ears throughout this relationship from both sides. Like, stuff as little as people, you know, in his life joking around and kind of making him feel bad. Like, oh, what's it like when your wife pays all the bills, you know? And then that pisses him off and makes him feel like I have to work harder and make more money because maybe she sees me as some sort of bum, to people around her being like, Ariana, why would you want to be married at this point in your life? Or are you sure? Like, that doesn't sound like something a husband should be doing. And so they've both been getting like a lot of like noise on top of internet rumors and things like that. So that's really contributed a lot to the breakdown of this relationship. We won't see her single for very long. He's going to take this really hard. also, I know they have like a prenup in place, but it does come up something about like feeling like he has to stand his grounds, like as far as like some maybe marital property is concerned. Like, I have to fight you like to keep the house or something like that. But Spirit's saying it's really about like him feeling even more emasculated and even more blindsided and upset by like this whole separation, divorce, that it almost comes out of like, I'm reacting out of anger, I'm being petty in the things that I'm asking for from you. And Spirit saying, don't be surprised too if we don't hear something from his side. You know, sources close to Dalton say, and it will be him insinuating that she was cheating on him while she was out in London. Because Spirit's saying he's going to get kind of, you know, he's not outright going to say anything. He will let other people say things for him. And Spirit's saying again, it's almost like, well, everybody's going to accuse me of this, so let me put it out that she's the one that did it. And again, it's the paranoia of, well, you seemed like you were really close to that one co-star. So I decided in my head that you guys must have been messing around, and that's why I'm going to tell people what's going on, even though it really wasn't. Because I don't feel like she's cheating. Ariana won't be single for long, though. She's never single for very long, right? She claims that she doesn't need relationships, but she's always got somebody around. This is somebody that's showing up as a king of coins to her queen of coins, so it is somebody that she's going to be perceiving to be more on her level. Like, you have the same type of career as me. You understand the demands that go into it, the fact that you have to travel so much, the fact that you can't just, you know, drop everything and come over for dinner. Things have to be scheduled so far in advance. So this feels like it will be another musician or an actor that she ends up with. I would say, like, I would hope it's The Weeknd, but he's so weird and creepy and not good to women, so never mind. Just because I'm like, I wonder if this is somebody that they're going to do, like, some really cool, like, joint albums with, and I was trying to think, like, who would her voice sound good with? And, you know, The Weeknd, because obviously they've done so much music together, like, they usually do, like, kill a song together, but I'm just like, no, stay away from him, Ari, please, God. Especially after that horrible freaking Idol movie. That's the last thing that we need. So she's still going to get married and have kids, though. It's just going to, you know, won't be with Dalton, unfortunately. And this is one of those things where Spirit's saying, you know, things can be really great at first, but they can turn sour, you know, and unfortunately it is so much of the outside influence on both of them, plus just, you know, the whole I'm ready for certain things before you are, that really ended up moving this into such a negative space. But Spirit's saying he wasn't a user or anything horrible like people have been claiming that he was. It really truly is just, I need to find somebody that matches more of the life that I'm looking for. And I think that that's where, you know, it's important to really know, like, what it is that you personally need for your own lifestyle and what kind of a partner can go along with that. Because if you want somebody that's going to be a stay-at-home wife and mom, dating somebody in the industry is probably not going to work with your ultimate long-term goals. And, you know, if you're an artist, then that's why it's easier to date other artists at times, because it's like, well, they get it. They know what it's like. So, wishing the two of them the best. This is sad. Like I said, if this doesn't turn out to be that they're divorcing right now, they will in a few more months, unfortunately. But I think that, you know, poor Ariana, she's been through so much. I just always feel bad for her. So anyways, guys, if you wanted to book your own personal private reading, join the Patreon. That is the only place that I take requests for videos. Or follow me on Instagram or Threads or anything else. All my information will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.